4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On third down, Carson, and he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Now it's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there, first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 3rd down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. From the shotgun, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's caught inside the 20. It's a gain of 33 as we ironically approach 3:33 remaining in the quarter.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass...
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll buy some time right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's good for 28 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there. And in a big way.
At the 43-yard line.
2nd and 11. They'll run for the first time with Keyshawn Vaughn. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
It's a first down following a gain of 3. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Rolling to his right. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Vaughn. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks 7, Buccaneers nothing.
2nd and 11 now. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
On the tackle. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
The tackle made.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up
early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
the play. Brings up 3rd down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Brady. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete.
That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you all would. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Darrell Taylor in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Returnable for Lockett. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 7-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So that play much needed there, as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Wilson, a quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Now it's Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken.
A gain of
perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now this time he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Looking downfield for Godwin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the third quarter. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Jones. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Now on 2nd and 13. Brady, he'll take a shot for the end zone. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Complete to
Chris Godwin, 40 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3. And now Carson fumbles the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Brady's pass.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On first down, Carson. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Carson, the ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin White gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Wilson to the Seahawks, looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Single. Mike, check 33.
From the gun, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So that now back-to-back drive CD that have ended with an interception.
Now, I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. This is Carson. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
On the carry.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
At the 26-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. They run again with Carson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Penny will try to punch it in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Is good.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 14.
Michael Dixon.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Buccaneers 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And a Buccaneer 1st down.
Brady now on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 42. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And it's 3rd down.
The Bucs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge third down conversion. Vaughn on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Jones. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Man open left side. It's Williams. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. With his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Bradley Pinion, the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. Carson, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
The ball carrier brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up
now Wilson. Eluding the press, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
At the Seahawks' 42-yard line.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Now Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. With no gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
This is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous run. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
4th down.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. This a long one from 54. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Overtime here out west, and you got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe their body clock's a little thrown off, or is that overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped. And I think that for most teams, you're hoping that your mind overrules your body, because your body's looking for slippers and bedtime clothes, right? They're looking for the pajamas. But in this case, you've got to stay with it mentally. And what a lot of teams do, they never change their watches. They always say on East Coast time, and just go ahead that way to try and defeat any of the effects of moving to the west.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. This is Jones. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. A partner, a great game that we got to see, and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.